Senior meteorologist Kristi Gordon is here now with more on that wind and the concern it raises. Kristi.
Thanks so much, Sophie. I should just mention that Soyuz region has now, the wind warning has now ended in that area, although we're still expecting some strong winds. But these were the peak wind gusts across the province so far today. Similkameen, Okanagan, 60 to 70 kilometers an hour. Lytton, close to 90 kilometers an hour. And this is a strong northerly flow. And that's the reason why we're concerned about smoke coming in. So the majority of the smoke is in the northeast right now. And you can see the general direction of that wind is towards the south coast, bringing that smoke in. There's a lot of uncertainty when it comes to computer models, specifically smoke forecasts, because the data that goes into those computer models is fairly inconsistent. For example, a cloud cover can actually impact the data that goes in. And so if we don't have proper data that goes in, you don't get the proper forecast out. So that's why there's inconsistency. We do know that the winds will remain strong through the overnight period. And as we head towards late tomorrow, they will change directions. Nonetheless, there is concern when it comes to any wildfires that are currently burning. Of course, strong winds are not very helpful. Back to you.
Thanks, Kristi. All right, let's bring in meteorologist Kristi Gordon once again with a look at our weather forecast. It was so windy by my place in downtown Vancouver, Kristi.
Yeah, right across the province, really. Sophie, thank you so much. I just want to quickly touch on the fact that we still have severe thunderstorm watches in place for the Okanagan Valley. This is the Lytton region and then over through the Kootenay region boundary area as well. Now, we have not had anything transpire yet, but there still is the possibility as the watches are still in place. Also, rainfall warnings off in Alberta, and we have air quality statements still in place. Temperatures in those areas much cooler. We are going to see a big warm up, though, as conditions clear as we head into tomorrow. The south coast was very warm today and will be even hotter tomorrow. So there's the clearing trend. Still a little bit of moisture in the morning for the far southeastern portion, but otherwise sunny skies and heat on the way for much of the province. Tomorrow, though, late day, we do have a risk of thunderstorms in the northeast, which of course is the area with most of the fires right now. So that isn't good news. We don't need any new fires in that area. Meanwhile, we've talked about the winds. They're expected to continue through at least the next 12 hours and start to shift in direction as we head into the latter part of the day tomorrow. But the strong northerly winds are expected tonight and through the morning hours tomorrow. Very hot indeed, though, across the Metro Vancouver region, up to 32 degrees away from the water in Metro Vancouver, Sophie. But I want to point out the humidex. It is going to feel like 36 in terms of that humidity. And we're expecting sunshine and heat through Wednesday and Thursday. Also, it's not until Friday that we will get more significant relief. Back to you.
All right. Thanks, Kristi.
Kristi Gordon joins us now with more on the winds and the danger they might pose right now, Kristi.
Well, Chris, the peak wind gusts in the Similkameen, Okanagan Valley have been 60, 70 kilometers an hour, but close to 90 in and around the Lytton region. And really, the winds have been gusting all across the province with this very strong northerly flow. And it's that flow that has the potential of bringing the smoke to the lower mainland. You can see where the majority of the fires are in the northeast and it pushing out towards the coast. The problem is when we deal with smoke forecasts, there's limited data that goes into those smoke forecasts. It's difficult to get proper data of the emissions from those fires, and so limited data into the computer models means limited data coming out. So there's still a lot of uncertainty around it. Nonetheless, we should be prepared because of the direction of the winds, and they're anticipated to remain like that through the morning hours tomorrow. It's not until late tomorrow that we'll start to see a shift in the direction of the winds. And one thing to think about as well is with these strong winds, that any of the current fires that are burning could get even worse because of the dry, very windy conditions that we're seeing.
That's the fear. Okay, thanks, Kristi. We'll check in later. Beautiful.
Very beautiful. All right, let's bring Kristi Gordon back in with a look at our weather forecast. Kristi, what do we have going on? More
sunshine.
Oh, sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so more heat.
Wait, more heat. Yeah, so we were talking earlier about the winds that we are still anticipating for at least the next 12 hours before we start to see a shift. But I wanted to point out the temperatures because it was hot across the south coast, 30 degrees in Port Alberni, away from the water in Metro Vancouver, out through the Fraser Valley as well. Some big heat in through the southern interior regions as well, as Soyuz had strong winds, 31 degrees today. Now, we are anticipating, though, a change tomorrow as this system drives out of the region. region. We had severe thunderstorm watches in effect. Those have all ended, but we have a special weather statement in place for these far southeastern portions because we could see locally heavy rainfall in those areas. It is going to shift out through the overnight period, and it really will be just mainly areas like Cranbrook that will see it tomorrow with cloud and a few showers. But this is a clearing trend that we're expecting with that big heat expected, especially across the south coast tomorrow. Northeastern portion of the province, that's one area that we'll be watching in the afternoon and evening tomorrow for thunderstorms. And of course, that's the area that also has a number of fires. So we're not hoping for any new fires because of those lightning strikes. But there's your forecast, everyone, with sunshine and warmth right across the province. Those of you in the interior, not incredibly hot for your region, but it will heat up on Wednesday. For the south coast, though, look at that. 31, 32 degrees away from the water in Metro Vancouver and about 33 out through the Fraser Valley. And then 2 more big heat days on the way. And behind that, Wednesday and Thursday, before temperatures come down a little bit Friday. And then right now, there's a chance of showers on Saturday, but we won't worry about that just yet because it's still so far away, everyone. Tonight's Colonial Paint weather window is coming to you from the Carameus area. Barb captured this last night. This is a lenticular cloud. Looking at it from down below looks really cool. And of course, as the sun is setting, it just reflects that light off the side. So very cool shot. Thanks to Barb Hamilton for that.
I could take like just a few degrees less.
Really?
Yeah.
Just a couple.
Crank it up, I say. Just like the BC Lions did. Crank it up. Look at you. You want to just keep going with that?
That's always been our goal for her, and I think it really is a goal for herself.
People ask me if be happy if I reach 100. Sure, I will. I'm gonna try. Look after my health.
This amazing matriarch's key to a long, happy life is more than cutting fish.
Fish bones, bone broth, but also Olay, the wrinkle cream, is how she keeps her skin so well. That's her biggest secret. She says, always give, 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 and you gotta give from the heart. And those things will come back to you one day.
Jason Pyrrhus, Global News.
Oil of Olay, that's what it is.
There you go. That and salmon. That's such a beautiful part of the world too, the Nass Valleys.
And having a big heart.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure. Okay, last word on weather before we go, and more sunshine coming.
More sunshine. Find some ways to get to keep yourself cool because we have big heat on the way tomorrow with Humidex values up to 36 away from the water, and overnight lows only down to 17. So it's getting into that territory where it becomes quite uncomfortable. I always say that the benchmark is really sort of 17 and above. It becomes very uncomfortable. So a cool bath or something like that before bed is a good idea.
Feel that. Okay. Thanks very much, Kristi. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night.
Good night, all.